My people, first of all, let me put on some powder. Alright, Boni jare, mommy Ireti Kingibe. Let's mingle down for you. Hello. So, Senator Ireti Kingibe finally released a statement on Friday about how she champions women issues, equality, inclusivity, in the face of the whole drama happening at the Nigerian Senate. I said, my mother. You shouldn't have even bothered. It's a very long something. You guys can read this later on Twitter. But then she said something that caught my attention. She said, as the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Women Affairs, I did not know that she chairs such an important committee. But she said that she's now going to investigate the sexual harassment allegations against the Senate president. I was like, what? It only took you like 2 weeks? Your committee that was supposed to be on top of this thing. Mommy, you did not even try. Let me just read the comments by Nigerians. Because you guys know Nigerians, they like to talk. Hey, baby, they have no filter. Queen B said, you are a shame to womanhood. Auntie Queen. How can be calming down now? That is my job. You were silent all through when Natasha was bullied up and down. No words from you. You've forgotten that we all stood by you when Wike was after you. Oh, father! Guys, remember that time that we were all on top? I was making videos. Ashe. Dr. Kenon said, your name is number 21 amongst those who endorsed her suspension. What are you talking about? By the way, we will still talk about this because some lawmakers are saying this is just the attendance sheet that they signed, that it doesn't mean that they endorsed her suspension. Toby Akimbo said, whoa, you fumble go. You join other senators to gang up against Senator Natasha Akpoti in support of a Senate president who is an oppressor. I said, but I told Emma Bino. Olamilekon said, don't even waste your time. You go explain tire. You failed FCT people. AQ said, you shouldn't have wasted your time. Your explanation is not adding up. You are a big disappointment, madam. Don't you like Nigerians? They will insult they will insult somebody and they will add madam at the end of and this person is the one that bothered me the most. Uncle David, be calming down. Did you see what he wrote? He said, your best scripture this period should be Psalm 90 verse 12. Teach us to number our days. Uncle David's why now? He's not talking about her dying. 2027 onwards has you sitting in your house permanently so you won't be throwing people under the bus for corrupt sexual predators. I said, hey. They're indirectly saying they will not vote for Mommy Ireti Kingibe at the next election. Mommy, in case you're watching, my mother, you see, you should have just kept quiet. You should Mommy, why are you bothering yourself? Benny, I'm the only one that will tell you the truth. Why are you bothering yourself? You already made your stand known. On national TV, you told us that Senator Natasha Akpoti should have kept quiet because according to you, silence is golden. I'm actually really curious about why she suddenly wants to investigate because you guys know that Senator Natasha, while attending the UN 69th meeting of the Commission on the Status of Women, reported what had happened to the Interparliamentary Union, to which their president, that is our mother from Tanzania, Dr. Tulia Ackson, said that they would also hear from the other side as well before taking any action in order to allow for fair hearing. But hopefully Senator Akpabio will not say, I don't answer to women, they want to hear from you, Uncle Senator Akpabio. So this is how it's supposed to be, by the way. You give both sides fair hearing, something that our lawmakers in Nigeria apparently don't understand. You don't say that a case is dead on arrival. You listen to both sides. Because how do you explain the fact that after she reported at the UN, our men lawmakers decided to pass a vote of confidence in Akpabio?
We do not only stand united around our mandate, but that we also communicate this clearly to members of the Nigerian public by moving a vote of confidence in the Senator Godswill Akpabio leadership of this Senate.
What's that? What does that even do? You are passing a vote of confidence. Never mind. So I'm curious if Senator Ireti wants to now investigate because the UN now wants to investigate. I don't know. Either way, we are happy that she now wants to investigate. Thank you, mommy. Better late than never. We are looking forward to the report from your investigation. Now, guys, the big issue that we have on our hands right now is finding out that chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics, remember, Uncle Neda Imasuen, was not just disbarred in the America or move closer. He might have committed a crime, allegedly, don't quote me. Not just small crime, but a major crime, Mufa. Apparently, in 2012, someone called Imran Ismail Badola was indicted in New York on charges of defrauding various banks by obtaining mortgages on properties through fraudulent means, including falsifying mortgage loan applications. They lied on loan applications and other documents. In short, they committed multiple counts of bank fraud of up to $25 million. Now, according to court documents, guess who was the lawyer who arranged the transactions underlying the substantive bank fraud charges? Yes, Uncle Neda Imasuen. What? So he was supposed to actually be in court at that time, but he did not show up. Uncle! The devil is a liar. How can you be silent in the face of something like this? Because maybe it's just the rest of us that don't know how to read or interpret the court document. You need to come out and explain. You cannot you cannot just be quiet, because as far as I'm concerned, your initial statement is not adding up at all. What is paining me right now is the audacity in the statement that he released. You know, after our initial revelation that he was disbarred, his office released a statement that the media is just carrying out a calculated attack on his person. And he said that the matter in question arose due to the mishandling and disposal of closed legal files by a third party, not him. He said that it was a third party who had access to his office in New York that disposed closed legal files. I was like, so he's trying to tell us that somebody came into his office, his former office in New York, and disposed of some very important documents. I said, In addition, he insisted that the issue is not even about financial misconduct. It's just a failure to properly handle old legal documents. And then he added that it was just an administrative lapse that does not amount to fraud or corruption. But the court document says otherwise. So who is lying? Is it the American government or the you? We need to know. Is it the you or the American government? The uncle, Ebudo, Shala, you need to talk. Meanwhile, remember the video of the road leading to his house? Allegedly, that I showed you in the last video. You guys will not believe it, but this lawmaker threatened to sue the blogger that made that video. You can't even make this up, guys. Instead of him to cover his eyes in shame, look for how to fix the road, and he included this in his statement, by the way. He said it is important to highlight that even if a road near his residence were in poor condition, this doesn't negate his commitment to infrastructure development. This man's audacity, a liar. I even thought the man would say, it's not true, that's not the road to my house. No. He said even if it were to be true, which means it is true. And the one that paid me to the bottom of my heart and the heart of my bottom, he included in his statement that the media is just attacking him because he's a great leader. In fact, he compared himself with Nelson Mandela. Hello? He said history has shown that great leaders often encounter adversity. And then he said if global figures like Churchill, Mandela, Trump, and Tinubu, okay, I'm not sure where we're going anymore. You started with Mandela, now you're talking about Trump and Tinubu, good for you. And then he said if all these leaders who faced legal, professional, or political challenges were given the space to prove their leadership through service, then surely Senator Neda deserved the same fair assessment. I said, I beg. Let's move on. Meanwhile, the man is also in trouble, by the way, at the Senate, because some of his colleagues, like I said at the beginning, are saying that they only signed the attendance when they entered. That doesn't mean that they were signing in support of suspending Senator Natasha Akpoti. They are saying they never signed for Senator Natasha to be suspended, though. Now they are asking why the honorable senator included their signature as if they supported the suspension. Unfortunately, it's already out there. I mean, When the Senate president asked those in support say aye, those against say nay, none of them said nay. None of them said nay. But now that they've seen that their signatures are circulating, suddenly they want to disassociate themselves. But they are not coming out publicly to say, I didn't support. So we don't even know these lawmakers that are fighting. But apparently this fight lasted for 2 hours. It was a closed-door meeting where they were fighting with Senator Imasuen for including their signature. That one doesn't concern us. They are also accusing him of not telling them about the recommendations that he made before announcing it on the floor. They are saying that they were all supposed to see it and make other suggestions themselves, but he did not allow them. I'm like, I don't know what is happening. That one doesn't concern us. But hopefully INEC will do something about all these revelations that we are finding out about this lawmaker, Senator Imasuen. You know, $25 million fraud is not a joke. Now, before we go to Ghana, because Chale, my Ghanaian people, you have to make it make sense. Before we go into that, real quick, if anybody is thinking about applying for the H-1B visa lottery, I talked about it in my previous video. The deadline is March 21st. That is next week, Monday. So the Monday after this one. Like I said in that previous video, you can do this thing by yourself. Yes, the government has increase the price significantly, but you can still do it by yourself. I also mentioned 2 different immigration companies that I know that can file for you, but for some reason, because I also talked about my uncle that died in that video and I put up the RSVP number, some people started calling the family of my uncle about H-1B visa, and I'm like why? Please, if you need information about H-1B, you can pause the video right now and take a screenshot of the companies, the immigration companies that can help you. I have also included the immigration company of the lawyers that I interviewed about immigration under Donald Trump's administration. Remember Auntie Busayo Fashidi and her partner Ms. Jiva. So they also processed the H-1B visa lottery. So you can pause the video right now if you need that information. See, I've given you lots of options. I've given you at least 3 different options. You can call all of them, compare and contrast to know who you want to go with, if you want to go with. Again, please don't write to me about this. I do not want to be involved at all. If you want to know whether or not it's real, I explain all that in that video where I showed videos of those who have arrived in America when they went through Vesti. More than 200 people that went through Vesti have gotten their approval. My second announcement real quick is, if you love Auntie Ayo Myro essay on Arise News, I know, yeah, woo, that auntie is beautiful. Yes, I'm a huge fan, eh? Well, you also need to get to know her husband, brother Myro essay. I did not say Mario, I said Myro, eh? He's an amazing gospel singer, guys. He just released a new song, yes, and I just have to tell you guys about it. I've put the link in the description so you can watch it on his YouTube channel. Be prepared to be ministered to. It's not just a song, it's a ministration. This brother is available to minister anywhere in the world, by the way. He comes to the US, he travels worldwide. So if you want to book him, he might bring his madam as well, you know. This is his email address. And please follow him on Instagram. He's amazing. At the end of this video, I'll try to sing along. Please don't make fun of my voice. Anyway, so guys, let's move on to Ghana. How is it possible that they would find this at somebody's warehouse? My people, the national security officers in Ghana found 12 different containers, 20 feet long, filled with gold bars, Ghanaian cedis, unknown amount of American dollars, and some fake American dollar bills.
The national security has made a massive bust, seizing a large unspecified amount of US dollars and Ghana cedis, including other counterfeits, hidden in 12 20-footer shipping containers. The containers were tracked to a warehouse at Sapiman in Ega West municipality, where a special operation was conducted after a tip-off. The cleverly concealed currencies, mostly bundles of US dollars, was found in wooden boxes filled with cement.
What? Hey, what is really going on in Ghana? Like,
other boxes opened in the warehouse during the operation revealed extra currencies stashed in boxes that are barricaded with plywood and concealed with charcoal, including boxes of metals suspected to be gold bars, counterfeit notes in 50 and 100 cedis denominations, and fake Ghana Army uniforms and boots. 2 containers are still on the loose, but state security trackers are hot on their trail.
What is going on? My Ghanaian people, no, don't do that. Don't even get into that. You know, they estimated that the money that they recovered from those containers would be billions of Ghanaian cedis. I was like, wow, this is major. How did they clear all those containers from the port is what I'm still trying to process inside my mind, because they were no longer at the port. Whose warehouse was it? This happened last month, right? At a warehouse in Sapeman, Gas South Municipality. And since then, the government of Ghana has been saying that they are investigating. So now Ghanaians are saying, it's been a month. Every warehouse should have been registered under somebody's name. Under whose name was this warehouse registered? Is it that hard to find? Because whoever owns the warehouse should be able to tell us something. Let me know what you guys think about that, because it does not make sense. Huge shout out to the Ghanaian National Security Officers for not just busting this, but making it public that they did, even releasing a video for us all to see. However, it is also kind of disturbing that all these 12 different containers went through the ports, got to the warehouse before they got busted. I'm not saying that we do better in Nigeria, but hey, me, I thought that Ghana would do better. So it's kind of worrisome that it got to a warehouse. In fact, they were tipped off. That's how they got to know. So if someone had not hinted them, they wouldn't have known. Because now people are asking questions. What else has gone through the ports without the security officers knowing? And people are also asking, what is happening to all the money that was seized? Because that's a lot of money. So hopefully this case will not be swept under the carpet, and hopefully the government will be transparent about the whole thing. Meanwhile, a huge happy birthday to a viewer of this show all the way from Ontario, Canada, Brother Wilson Onyema, aka Wisdom the Talker. Yes, happy birthday to you, Darren, my brother. My brother is an MCO. There are MCs and then there are MCs. This brother is an MC, the kind that you pay for their service and you don't have to worry about whether or not they will deliver. Ooh, father, this guy is funny. Find him on Instagram. He's lively and he's also available to fly anywhere in the world to MC your events, whether wedding, birthday, housewarming, whatever party, whatever it is that you are celebrating. He's down for it. You just have to book him in advance. And about right now, I can see his face. He's probably shocked. Like, what? Because he did not know about this shout out. His wife was the one that contacted us to give him a shout out as a surprise. That is just to show you how much this woman loves you, my brother. By the way, she also wanted us to tell you that today and every other day, I celebrate you, my darling Habibi. Woo, Father, I love the granularity of your attention to us and our needs. You always put us first and we are eternally grateful. And then she said, thank you for always being this man of integrity, faith, and discipline. Cheers to many more years in health and grace, my Odogu. My head is swelling. If anybody out there wants us to give a shout out to their loved ones, email us at info@adelafire.com. It's not free, and please give us advance notice. Tell us ahead of time is what I'm saying. Don't forget to subscribe, my people, if you're yet to subscribe. Now let us sing along with Brother Myro Essay. Guys, go and watch it on YouTube. The link is in the description.
For a moment with you is better than 1,000 days, 1,000 years. Oh, the beauty and glory of your presence makes my worries fade away. It's always beautiful in your presence, in your presence, yeah. In your presence, it's always
My people, go and watch it. It's on YouTube. I put the link in the description. The title is In Your Presence, Myro Essay featuring Abi Ojom. Click the link in the description. It will take you to the video. Alright, y'all, it's Miri and I'm keeping it up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, I'm going to see you later. Peace out.